All right, so you may have the deals, but you have to have the cash buyers to sell your deals. In this episode, I'm going to teach you how to find cash buyers for your wholesale real estate deals to absolutely explode your business. Hey guys, my name is Brent Bowers. I have a buyers list, a cash buyers list of over 11,000 names, and my average assignment fee is over $42,000. In this video, I'm going to give you 10 steps to absolutely explode your cash buyers list so you never have a problem wholesaling your deals to cash buyers. All right, so which came first, the chicken or the egg? Who cares? But the reason why I bring that point up is because so many people say, oh, you have to have a huge cash buyers list before you can go out and start doing deals. Oh, you have to have the deals, and when you have the deal, the cash buyers will come. I say, do the deal, find the deals while simultaneously finding the cash buyers. All right, first step. You found the property that you can get under contract at literally 50 cents on the dollar, 60 cents on the dollar at a discount, and now you need to be able to find a cash buyer to wholesale your real estate deal, or you need a cash buyer to buy the contract that you have this property. So I'm a firm believer when building your cash buyers list, you've got to be everywhere. The first place I'm going to talk about is Facebook. Literally putting your property, your contract that you have all over Facebook. Facebook buy sell groups, Facebook marketplace, Facebook yard sale groups, Facebook real estate groups. I don't care. I want it everywhere. Facebook is powerful. So many people are on Facebook searching, and you can get in front of more eyeballs with Facebook. Number 2, Craigslist. Putting your property, putting your wholesale contract on Craigslist. And people ask me all the time, well, what information do I give? What am I allowed to give? What should I give? Do I put photos of the property? I say check with your real estate attorney and make sure that you're doing everything legally and not acting as a real estate agent unless you are actually a licensed real estate agent. You want to know the laws, the actual things you're allowed to do in your county, in your state. All right, next is signs. Signs have absolutely worked phenomenally for me. I don't even know if that's a good word to use with that. They are so awesome. Signs, getting signs out around your wholesale real estate deals, whether it's a piece of land or a house, write something super simple. And these signs don't have to be expensive. I recommend getting the 24-inch by 48-inch signs, the corrugated plastic, white or yellow, blue, I don't care what color it is, and go buy the biggest black Sharpie Magnum permanent marker and write on there what it is. 32, must sell, cash only phone number, or 32, your phone number, cash only, or 44 acres, must sell, phone number, 38K. These are signs that I've used in the past that have brought me many buyers in. And every time I do another deal, every time I do another house wholesale deal or a land wholesale deal, it always adds to my cash buyers list. Remember I said I have over 11,000 cash buyers? I didn't just build that in a week's time. It started with 10 cash buyers. It just started with 1. And how did I build that first cash buyer? I'm going to tell you exactly how to do that. And that was by calling realtors. How did I know what realtors to call? I found a realtor on BiggerPockets that worked with investors. I figured out a way to meet that realtor, meet him for coffee, and figured out a way to serve him in his business as well. We struck up a great friendship. Well, eventually I said, hey, Mr. Realtor, I came up with this idea probably from watching a YouTube video or a podcast. I don't just wake up with these ideas, but someone had recommended call the cash buyer realtors, call the realtors that had the cash buyers over the last 6 months. So I called my friend Colin and I said, hey, can you please give me a printout of all the cash transactions that have happened in El Paso County, Colorado in the last 6 months? Well, he gave me this printout, and I told him I needed the full details because I want to see the actual buyer's agent, not the listing agent, but the buyer's agent that brought the buyer with the cash. And I called each one of these realtors on their cell phone and said, hey, my name's Brent. I'm just starting out in this county. I'm a real estate investor. I just moved here. I wanted to see if I could call you next time I have a great property under contract or a property at a discount under contract, and most of them, 9 out of 10 said, no problem, give me a call. The 10th person that said, no, don't call me, I was glad not to because they obviously didn't want more business. And I would verify, hey, is this the correct cell phone number? And is this the correct email address to contact you when I have a property under contract at a discount? And they would say yes, they would verify. I'm looking right at it. So that is how I started my cash buyers list in the beginning, because I figured if that realtor had one cash buyer, they might have two. So if I had 10 realtors that had cash buyers, hopefully I really had a buyers list of 20. Next, there's always someone out there that's a little further ahead than we are. So you can also joint venture, what I call JV, with other wholesalers that have already an established buyers list. I do it all the time for brand new wholesalers. When they come to me and say, hey, I have a property, I haven't been able to sell it. I look at the deal, or my acquisition manager looks at a deal. We get it all kind of, written up on an email, and then we do a joint venture partnership with them saying, hey, if we blast this out, we're gonna split the assignment fee 50-50. So if we can get this thing out to our buyers list of 11,000 and we get a $20,000 assignment fee. I just did this the other day with a brand new wholesaler. We split $10,000 for us, $10,000 for the brand new wholesaler, and this is pure gold. I love when people bring these deals to me because it's a deal I didn't have, and I get to leverage my buyers list, and my buyers list is happy because they want to see the deals. So you can do this with an established wholesaler. Call me, Zech Buys Houses, ZechBuysHouses.com. We're in Colorado Springs and Pueblo. We have people all the time bringing us land deals and houses all over the country. So I'd absolutely be happy to help anybody with that. All right, so if you're wholesaling and you're doing real estate deals, drop a comment below. I wanna know where you're at, whether you're, what state you're in, what county you're in. I'd love to squad up and see where other people are actually doing deals for land and houses. All right, next are the land sites. LandCentry.com. Your first ad is $15. $15 for 1 month to get so much exposure to show your land property that you're wholesaling or your house that you're wholesaling. LandCentry.com is amazing. Another one is LandHub.com. LandHub.com. Another great site to get your property in front of a lot of people. You just want to make sure that you're putting this out there, omnipresent, being everywhere, and building that buyers list. You won't have to do as much work down the road when you get a buyers list of 11,000. I do not personally put my stuff out there all over the place anymore. I just text and email my buyers list and they come, and the better the deal is, they share it with their friends, they go on my website, there's a little opt-in page. I use a Carrot website that actually makes people opt in before they can see the property. And it's really just their first name, their email, and their phone number. And then we're always getting new buyers with every deal we do as well. So they compound on themselves. It's like a snowball effect. Dave Ramsey talks about it all the time. Do the snowball effect. But most people have no clue how a snowball works. And especially people that are from tropical islands or grew up in Florida. You start with a tiny ball and you just keep rolling it, and it just keeps getting more and more snow. That's your buyers list. Next is foreclosure auctions. Guys, these things are absolute bloodbaths. I watch investors all the time paying well over retail for some of these deals. And you gotta be very, very cautious when you go in there. I prefer to stand out front and hand out a flyer of a wholesale deal that I'm doing where I'm holding an inspection period right after that wholesale auction where they can come through and walk through for 2 hours. They're not rushed, they can do their numbers, and there's no pressure at this. So there is a lot of pressure in a foreclosure auction. I do not talk during this foreclosure auction because these guys are bidding, they're up there, and if you talk during these, you get in trouble. So I make sure I stand out front, I meet the people going in, the guys with the cashier's checks in their pockets, the investors that are gonna pay cash for this land or these houses. I meet them ahead of time before they go in there and put their game caps on. I wanna meet them ahead of time, and I really only go to really meet a couple people each time. My area, it's only on Wednesdays. They do it on every Wednesday at 10 a.m. And now they all know me. They know who I am. I've been there enough, and I've gotten all their information, and I've met every one of them personally, individually. You don't have to meet the entire room. If you go once a week and get one solid cash buyer compounded over 50 weeks, you're gonna have a ton of cash buyers. You're gonna have an additional 50 cash buyers that go to a foreclosure auction with cashier's checks in their pocket. These are the guys you want on your cash buyers list. Before I move on to my next point, I want you to realize the value I just gave you right there. Foreclosure auctions. These guys are the best of the best. They pull the trigger. They buy these houses sometimes sight unseen. If you get them on your buyers list, you've got absolute pure gold. Next, real estate meetups. These things can be absolutely leveraged. There's a great site called meetup.com that you could search real estate investor associations. You can also Google real estate investor associations in your city, like mine, REIA, Colorado Springs, or Real Estate Investor Association, Colorado Springs. You will find my personal meetup that I started with a real estate broker and a guy that builds houses. This was a great team. I leveraged this. There's lenders in there. There's plenty of people in there. They're always looking for deals, or they've sold their deals. They'll lend you money on deals. Like, this is such a great avenue, places to find cash buyers and a place to present your wholesale real estate deals. All right, my last and final point that I want to talk about is trading up with other wholesalers. I used to do this in the beginning. I will no longer do it anymore unless someone comes to me with a verified list of hedge funds or institutional money. In the beginning, when I only had 600 names on my list, I found another guy that had about 600 names, and we traded, and then we both had 1,200. Now, granted, sometimes there's some crossover. He might have had a name that I already had, so I don't really get a 1,200 name list. I might have got a 1,000 name list, but you will be absolutely surprised of how many new wholesalers out there with very small lists will be happy to trade up with you, and that's a compounding effect. Before you know it, you go from 600 to 800, 800 to 1,000, 1,000 to 1,900, and they just keep growing. All right, guys, as you know, the real estate market is absolutely exploding. I've got a tried and true method of buying land at massive discounts and selling the stuff in my sleep. I have now put this in a box and came up with an exact program that teaches people how to buy land at massive discounts, build a business that serves you and your family and others, and sell this land in your sleep and create a passive income that is life-changing. If you're interested in checking this out, head over to thelandsharks.com. The link is below in the description. Schedule a call. Me and my team, we'd be happy to jump on a call with you, see what your real estate investing goals are, and if we feel like we're a good fit, I'd be honored to coach you.